Hey guys, it's me, Javi. I had a few of y'all hit me up on Instagram about the carne guisada they cooked last night for me and the wife. And I wanted the recipe for some reason. There's hundreds of them out there on the internet, but I'll tell you how I do mine. It's real simple. I don't measure shit. I cook the way I saw my mom doing it, which was just by eye, by taste. So carne guisada is real simple. If you've never had it before, it's really cheap stew meat. You get a tray of that shit at the grocery store. Pound and a half, however many people you're feeding. Again, I eyeball it. I chop up a green pepper, preferably one not withered like this one, tomato, and some onion. You get about half an inch of oil on the bottom of your pan. You're going to brown that meat up. You're going to throw in your chopped vegetables. You're going to saute that all up for about 30 minutes until all the liquid cooks out of the meat. Or not all of the liquid, but a good chunk of the liquid cooks out of the meat. That's going to be the base for what becomes your gravy later on. Of course, you're going to want to season that meat. It's real simple seasonings. It's salt, it's pepper, it's ground comino. If you've never cooked with comino before, you don't need a lot to get a good flavoring from it. So just kind of run it over the pot one time, maybe twice, get you some flavoring. I use garlic powder because a lot of people don't like to bite into garlic, but they like the flavor. Just make sure that you don't end up with chunks of garlic in your carne guisada sometimes. All right, once you've cooked down that meat for about 30 minutes, then you're going to want to pour in the contents for your gravy. So you're going to need 2 cups of water. And you're going to get all-purpose flour. I don't have it out here because this is an off-the-cuff thing. You're going to mix about 2 tablespoons of flour into your water. Whisk it around with a fork. Make sure there's no clumps. If you ever been to a hood-ass quinceañera and had that carne guisada that has clumps of flour in it, it's because they just dump that shit in there at the end to thicken it up. So you do this, and then make sure you get an even consistency in your gravy. Do that, and then this is my secret ingredient in everything. If you don't have a vat of this in your cupboard, get it, because it's great for everything from your rice to fideo to whatever. This is the Nor caldo de tomate con sabor de pollo for the white people. That means it's a tomato-based broth with chicken flavoring. And it's great in fucking everything. Yes, it's chicken flavoring in a beef stew, but fuck it, whatever. You throw just a little bit, just a tablespoon of that in there, and it gives it that nice reddish coloring to it. Now you're going to lower after you've sauteed that on a medium to low heat, you're going to cut that heat down to a low, and you're going to stew it for about 2 hours, checking it occasionally, make sure it's not sinking to the bottom, stir it around. Once you get to about the last 20 minutes, if your gravy is not thick enough, take another teaspoon of that flour and just make sure you sift it around evenly, stir it in to the pot, and that should thicken it up for you. What I love to do, I love to enjoy it that night, of course, with some arroz and some frijoles. But the next morning, man, you're going to have a great carne guisada taco with some cheese. That's my shit, because all the flavors have just sat there overnight. So, guys, I cook a lot. If you see anything on my Instagram that you would like to know how I cooked it, again, I don't know why, but I'll be more than happy to do it. It's going into the winter time. I'm home a lot more and I cook a lot more. I'd be happy to share that info with you. All right, y'all be good. I'll see y'all later.